Hi, I'm Mike at Mike Tender 64, and here we are at MCM Comic Con X EGX. I'm here with the good folks over at ModRetro Chromatic. This is Young Song, and he's going to talk us through the ModRetro Chromatic.
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you for coming through. So this is our brand new handheld device. It's called the Chromatic. It's pretty much plays all your original Game Boy and Game Boy Color games. We'd like to call this the Rolls Royce of Game Boy and Game Boy Colors, just because everything you see on here is premium and built from the ground up. The shell itself is made out of magnesium alloy, so it's strong enough to where you can run it over with a car, but still lightweight enough to where it doesn't feel too heavy on your hands. The screen itself is actually the focal point. It's a direct one-to-one recreation of a Game Boy Color screen.
Okay.
So it's the exact same resolution of 160 by 144 because we wanted to have pixel-perfect accuracy so that people can play the games the way they were meant to be played. It also has a sapphire quartz lens, so it's scratch-resistant.
Okay.
And it also has a built-in IPS backlight. So you can actually go into the menu and adjust the brightness depending upon where you are.
Fantastic.
And it also has frame blending and color correction. And we'll be adding more quality of life changes onto the menu as well to be able to actually have more customizable options for people to be able to actually do what they have in their hands.
Okay.
The buttons are all made of PVT plastic. It's the same material that you would find on high-end keyboard keycaps.
Right.
It has all the ports that you're looking for example, like the cable link port for multiplayer.
Fantastic.
Higher ports to trade Pokemon or do things like that. And there's also a USB-C port that you can use to actually plug into your PC. It'll detect it as a webcam, so that you can actually capture and record footage. But also it allows you to stream on Twitch and YouTube directly as well.
Brilliant.
We're currently basically taking pre-orders on our website right now.
Okay.
It's about 156 pounds.
Right.
It comes with a brand new version of Tetris, officially licensed by the Tetris company.
Okay.
And we're letting people know that if you pre-order now, we should be able to ship out to you before Christmas of this year.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So what is the name of the website that people can get this on?
They can go to www.modretro.com. And on top of also selling the Chromatic, we're also publishing games as well. So we'll be working with a lot of indie developers and people in the homebrew scene to help publish their games. But we're also talking to some additional companies to potentially re-release some of the games. Because we know some of these games are hard to find and ridiculously expensive. And we believe at ModRetro that every person should have the ability to be able to experience all the games. So we're doing our best to try to work with a lot of these companies to release the games. Just because, for example, Pokemon Crystal is like $140 US, which is almost the cost of the Chromatic in itself. Granted, we haven't talked to Nintendo yet, but we would love to get their blessing and be able to work with them somewhere in the future because we're big fans of them as well too. But this is so that we'd be able to actually introduce a lot of people to the extensive library they have. But more importantly, have a lot of people who grew up with the device be able to actually revisit their childhood and relive that nostalgic feel.
Well, it's video game preservation, isn't it?
Exactly.
Being able to play your favourite games again, especially on it's a cross between a more modern console, but still maintaining that essence of the retro feel. You look at the screen, and it's absolutely beautiful. I don't think you could get that on the original Game Boy Color, to be fair.
I've been talking to a lot of people during the con, and most of the people go, I remember I have to, in the car ride home, I got to wait for the street lights to light it perfectly at a certain angle to be able to see things. We wanted to actually take a lot of the feedback and a lot of things that people had some issues with the original devices and be able to provide solutions so they would actually look a lot better and play a lot better than we did previously.
Fantastic. And is this, obviously the original Game Boy was with batteries, so is this charged as well with batteries, or does it USB charge?
So it's currently being powered by 3 AA batteries.
Okay.
We are planning to release a rechargeable battery pack sometime soon that can be charged to the USB-C.
Right.
One of my colleagues had the best example is the fact that if there's a zombie apocalypse and you can't find electricity, you can always find AA batteries. So hopefully there's no zombie apocalypse. But we want to be able to actually be very flexible in terms of the power options that people will be able to play it anywhere on the go.
Fantastic. So we got a couple of samples here as well. You've got Super Mario Bros. Now. We've got a couple of like original carts.
Sure.
If you feel like giving them a go, we can. This is the Gameboy Color, Donkey Kong Country.
Sure. Here.
Just to show off the versatility of the console. Don't try this at home, kids. Straight into it. Okay.
I don't know if I could play it backwards, but
Yeah.
let me just.
Brilliant. This is brilliant.
It's really hard to play backwards.
But you're doing it.
I play a lot of video games.
And for his next trick, he's going to do it whilst riding on a motorcycle through a ring of fire. Oh, we'll cut that out. It's fine.
I'll keep that in though.
Yeah. That was brilliant.
Yes. Yeah, you want to try the other one?
Yeah, sure. I'll tell you what, we've got, talking about Pokemon, no, it's not Pokemon Crystal,
Yes.
but it is Pokemon Yellow.
Oh yeah.
This is Donkey Kong Land now, which is the Game Boy game. Not too
A
hard.
lot less skillful, but yeah, I mean, we're aiming for 100% cartridge compatibility.
Yeah.
So we do have some people who have full collections that are assisting with us to ensure that all the games work.
Yeah.
And recently in our offices we had the sewing machine, the fishing rod, and all different kinds of attachments and all different kinds of peripherals.
Yeah.
So like I said, we want everything to work.
That's brilliant. Yeah, we tried Pokemon as well. This one is an old car. It is a bit tricky.
There we go.
There we are. And it loads up quite quickly as well, doesn't it?
Yes. But if you look carefully, Pikachu looks like Pikachu.
Yes.
And the colors are exactly the way they're supposed to look. And that's what we were aiming for.
That's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I love it. I guess I know what I'm pre-ordering. Oh, that's absolutely beautiful. Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for. How has the reception been here at Comic Con for the Chromatic?
It's been extremely positive. A lot of parents coming through, introducing the Chromatic to the kids, basically letting them know that this is what they grew up on. But overall, in general, like everyone's been excited about it. We've gotten a lot of pre-orders while we were here, and like what I want to say is like. Pictures really don't do it justice because a lot of people think we did a rendering even though we did 4K kind of pictures, and so a lot of people think it's cheaply made, but once people actually get it into their hands, they actually see the quality, they completely do a 180 on it.
Oh, I mean, you can see the quality in it's just crisp.
Oh yes, we like I mentioned before, we wanted to make this almost heirloom quality, just because of the fact that like a lot of the times in the older consoles they degrade or they crack or they, they're really not like up to par up to the modern day standards. We wanted to ensure this is the end all be all Game Boy Color game.
That's separate. That's fine. That's all right. Thank you. Thank you very much for your time. I wish you well with the rest of the convention. I'll definitely be picking one up at some point. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mike.
Thank you very much, everyone. Until next time, keep on gaming.